What is the TV Shadow Realm? Why do we see flashbacks inside it? And who is Jeffrey, this strange figure lurking in the void of TV teleportation? Have we seen him before? I've dug deep for this video. I've filtered footage, I've analyzed sound, and I'm picking apart every single thing that happens. Let's dive in. Yo guys, Plunger here. Yep, this is part 3 of my episode 78 breakdown. Part 1 came out a couple days ago, where I go over the main parts of the episode and make predictions for 79. And part 2 was a short. But honestly, it shouldn't have been. It was packed. It reveals a ton of secrets, like the maps used, a possible secret agent, and the Astro Hunter's face. Go check it out. Alright guys, let's immerse ourselves into the darkness. The most interesting lore mystery revealed in episode 78 is that of the TV man teleportation technology. In fact, it's more of a void. For the first time, we got to experience a full teleport firsthand, unobstructed, not obscured by a container or a hug or a transition. We see the entire process from start to finish. While this is only a short 1-minute segment, it unlocks more lore mystery than anything else so far. In here, our entire surroundings are pure darkness, and we remain in this void for the entire teleportation. The black smoke we've been seeing might literally have been a window into this shadow realm the entire time. Certainly ain't no run-of-the-mill smoke. But what is this place? Is it empty? Is it dangerous? What are the characters even standing on while in here? Since this place allows for teleportation, my best guess is that this is some kind of alternate dimension where time and space don't work the same as usual. In this place, you can travel vast distances just by waiting. Honestly, the workings of this world are mostly up to guesswork at the moment, but we do have some clues. For example, what is up with the large TV man's voice? The first thing we notice upon entering the void is that the TV man's speech begins to play forwards instead of backwards. It's not like this realm just scrambles everything. The buzzsaw mutant speaks totally fine, though to be fair, he only says one word. Yes. If this place affects TV man's speech, and their speech only, there must be more going on. If you listen very carefully, you can actually hear the TV man's voice transition from backwards to forwards in this line. As mentioned in my previous video, this implies that the way TV men talk was never a choice. It must be a permanent effect of this place, still in place even when in the real world. Something about how teleportation works seems to distort them and their experience of time. So now that the large TV man is speaking forwards for us, let's listen to what he has to say. He calls us out for being clueless about what this place is, asking us if we have the dimliest concept. I think dude might be onto something here, because I'm sure we are all pretty confused. As bro scolds us, we are able to move and look around at what's surrounding us, and we see multiple visions of disturbing events. First, we see a city explode. This is likely Earth, and it doesn't seem like this is the past. By the way, in my short, I found the map that Boom used for this city. But yeah, I don't think such a catastrophic event has happened yet, unless this represents the Astro invasion perhaps. And then we see the scientist toilet creating the buzzsaw mutant. A machine has him restrained, and is performing some kind of operation on him. Once complete, Bro locks in and seems ready to go. Meanwhile, large TV man implies that this place could be the future or the past. Does he even know himself? What's interesting is that the creepy, rotten scientist turns to look at us. But why? This feels more like an interpretation, rather than an actual snapshot of what happened. Or, what if the visions here are alive in a sense? Maybe this guy is actually here, and is actually reacting to our presence. I mean, come on. Bro just turned like that to give us sleep paralysis. The scientist's head is covered in blood, and his eyes are entirely red. Bro doesn't even have any lenses, just so that we get a better look at those bloodshot peepers. Sick stuff. He certainly doesn't look like his old self. This look is likely implying his death. It's almost like multiple events are manifesting at once. Here's the question. Are these visions actually happening, or are they just imaginary? Boom has shown us POV visions and hallucinations before, but in this case it's almost certainly actually happening. The POV we are looking through doesn't have its own thoughts or feelings, nor memories. It's literally just capturing the events unfolding. Important to note is that when the TV man says it could be the future or past, he's referring to the place itself, rather than the visions we see. This definitely further implies that this is some kind of place where space and time don't apply as we are used to. He speaks of this place mysteriously, as if he isn't sure. But I have a feeling he knows more than he lets on. What's interesting is we get absolutely no commentary on the first 2 visions at all. Is the TV man seeing them too, or is it just for us? Here I've brightened the scenes with the city and the scientist. Sadly, there are no secrets hidden in the darkness, just a bit of extra surface detail. And then, we get a look at Jeffrey. On the lead up to Jeff, we first hear the TV man say, After this, we immediately see him. So I have to imagine Large TV Man is referring to Jeffrey having the answer, rather than Buzzsaw or himself. Looks like he's running towards us. Look at this guy. Bro is a polycephaly wannabe. He has 2 large tentacles reminiscent of those that Large TV Man used to have. Other than that, we really can't see much. Now, at the moment, we have only a single reason to believe Jeffrey isn't also just a memory like the other 2 visions. When the TV Man says Jeffrey wouldn't mind some company, it implies that Jeffrey is actually here and is seemingly stuck. Poor guy. He's been in that realm so long, he probably pays rent. What might have happened if Jeffrey had caught up with us? Maybe hugs? Or perhaps... Who knows? What do you think? Friend or foe? Like with the other 2 visions, I tried to grab a better look at Jeff's body. I mean, I really tried to filter this. However, no matter what filters I used, we can't see anything behind the glow. Boom did a pretty good job obscuring this man. So, who or what the heck is Jeffrey? Is he this guy from Boom's old music video? Is he a casualty from the first teleportation experiments? Is he a polycephaly prototype? Well, apart from clearly being a TV man, we can't tell much. He actually looks like a normal TV man but with polycephaly's old tentacles, which isn't something we've seen in the series so far. But, you know what we have seen before? A mysterious TV man during a teleport. Ooh yes, that's right guys. In episode 74, we see this dude at the end of the corridor as TV Daddy teleports. He's only revealed to us while we are teleporting, and he's gone when we aren't. Very interesting. This was a big mystery for a while, but now that we know more about what teleportation entails, we have a better idea that anything seen during a teleportation could be something from this realm. It's almost as if TV Daddy's teleportation just grazes the shadow realm, instead of fully diving into it. Meaning, rather than hovering in the black void, we see the TV man superimposed into the scenery. Now, to be clear, this guy might not be Jeff. Bro doesn't have tentacles and seems pretty dang chill compared to Jeff's frantic antics. I feel like if this guy actually was Jeff, we'd be seeing him sprint at us like a Skibidi Foxy, but nah, bro just stands there. Back to Jeffrey, he seems to be moving towards us, getting slowly closer as we just stare at him. I think we can actually hear his footsteps too. It's faint, but it's there. I've isolated the sound here, take a listen. So yeah, bro's getting closer. But the fun is over before he can hug us, and it's finally time for us to arrive at our destination. After staring at Jeffrey running towards us, Buzzsaw was seemingly put into a trance. Did Jeffrey out-Riz the Rizsaw? If you listen very carefully, we actually hear the TV man say, "lock in" 2 times before we finally snap out. Only the last one is easy to catch. But if you squint at the spectrogram, you'll see and hear that first, "lock in." If that's the effect Jeffrey has by default, I suppose we're lucky he didn't use any kind of TV radiation on us. In conclusion, well, this is all pretty darn wild, I must say. Very sci-fi. Analyzing this felt like explaining an episode of Doctor Who. It's quite a big mystery and only gets more confusing the more you think about it, but we do know a couple things. We have 2 screen-headed men that appeared during a teleportation, which could potentially be one and the same. And we know that the void can show, or even contain, events both from the past and future, and also trap outside entities that spend too long there. I love that Boom even thought to dive into the complexity and lore behind teleportation. Something we previously just took for granted as funny little puffs of smoke has now become yet another entire story here waiting to be told. We've got so much to learn. Hopefully this video has armed you with the info you need to think about this yourselves, and maybe we'll be able to figure it out soon. Please let me know your own theories in the comments. Check out parts 1 and 2 if you haven't. They're the other layers to this analysis sandwich. Subscribe.